Hi, my name is Morgan Gibson and I did my Humanities Project on the ancient artifact bone flutes. Bone flutes are the oldest known instruments ever made. They originated from the Neanderthals over 40,000 years ago, which was about 38,000 BC. Now, you may be wondering who the Neanderthals were. So, let me start off by telling you a little background information about them. Their actual name is Homo neanderthalensis, and they play a huge role in the understanding of human evolution as we know it today. The Neanderthals lived in and around Europe and Asia, and are our closest ancient human relatives. They lived around 130,000 to 40,000 years ago. Now, that you have a little background information on the species that created the bone flutes, the next question I am sure you are wondering is when and where were the first bone flutes found? Well, the first was found in 1995 inside Divye Baba Cave near Cirkno during excavations led by Ivan Turk and Janez Divjek, who are from the Institute of Archaeology Research Center of the Slovenian Academy of Science and Arts. Here's a picture of the cave it was found in. And here's a picture of the artifact itself. Finding the artifact in this particular cave was important because it was actually a Neanderthal cave, which led the archaeologists to start believing that maybe the Neanderthals were more human-like than they were previously thought to be. They knew that if this artifact they found were in fact a flute that made music like they suspected it to be, then that would confirm that the Neanderthals were much more closely related to humans, because them making music would show that they had deeper social connections with one another that we didn't think them possible of having. We know that music today is something that brings us together as people, and most likely brought the Neanderthals together as well. Since the possibility that Neanderthals were more like humans than we thought was so mad to think about, at first the archaeologists believed that maybe the holes in the bone happened to just be made from scavenging animals gnawing on bones, which could have made sense, but would definitely be a very big coincidence though, given the placement and perfection of the holes in the bones. But eventually there were more bone flutes found at other archaeological sites, such as Hulle Fels in 2008, which led the archaeologists to the conclusion that what they found were in fact flutes that made music created by the Neanderthals. Now, you may be wondering what kind of bone fragments were used to create these wondrous bone flutes. The first and most famous bone flute, the Divye Baba flute I mentioned before, was made from a cub cave bear's femur. Other bone flutes were made from all different types of bones, ranging from bears like I just mentioned, to birds and even woolly mammoths. Although bone flutes are recognized as the first instruments ever made by most people, some still believe the theory that they were just chewed up bones that happened to look like a musical instrument. Different people seem to have different theories and beliefs of how these flutes came about. Granted, really they are flutes at all. Maybe they were just chewed up bones, but maybe they were flutes that made music created by the Neanderthals. Since we cannot go back in time and ask them, it is up for interpretation. What do you believe? Thank you for watching.